Since Justin Jefferson has gone down, or since he has suffered that hamstring injury, he is practicing. The Vikings have gone 5-1 without him. He's going to be out again tonight against Chicago Bears. Take two. Can you make it 6-1 without 18? Go into the bye week at 7-5. Man, I can't get over that Denver game. Just let one slip away. But can you go into the bye week 7-5? The NFC is a mess. And even going back to that Denver game, letting one slip away, I mean, you could forget a wild card. You have a chance to technically still win the NFC North division. I can't believe we're talking about that right now. But if you're going to do it, Caleb Evans, he's out. He's inactive today. The Vikings, they only have 3 cornerbacks active today. They have Mekhi Blackman, Andrew Booth Jr., and Byron Murphy Jr. So that's where Josh Metellus is going to have to come into play. That's the value of having 3 safeties that you can rely on, 2 of them being versatile in Josh Metellus and Cam Bynum as far as playing multiple positions if need be. But I'm going to go ahead and say they're facing the Chicago Bears without Tyson Bagent. It's going to be Justin Fields. But still, I think the Vikings should win this game 21-14. What say you? 21-14. Damn it. You know what? That's being a little bit too scared, hedging. I'm going to say 24-14. You win by double digits. Let's go. And as Vikings fan 123 points out, they're wearing the throwbacks. This is the second time they're doing it. The first time they did it week 1 against Tampa. Is the Bud Grant patches on there too? Those are some slick jerseys. I'd like to get one. Watermelon says, Randy, where has the content been since this Broncos loss? I feel like you realize the flaws of this organization and KOC. No, it was Thanksgiving. So my parents came up. This studio also serves as the guest bedroom. So I had to move everything around. They came up, and so they just left this morning. So I couldn't do content for the last 4 or 5-ish days, but back now. We back. Joseph Reyes says it's division and it's us. LOL. I think 20-17. It's going to be a close game, huh? I think 20-17 we win, but I would love to see us blow them out. Yeah, win by double digits, man. This Bears team, with or without Justin Fields, they're struggling. They are doing a nice job building for the future, especially with having Carolina's first-round pick, worst team in the league. But no, right now, it's the Vikings, and you're at home. You should win this game. Easily. Guy Time says, El Jefe, refs do ref things, control the ball. Oh, man, Guy Time. You bring up a very good point because, I mean, watching the Bills-Eagles game and the Ravens-Chargers game last night, it's just a reminder of just how poor the officiating has been all around this year in the National Football League. You have horse collars that are happening right in front of the refs' faces, calling nothing but intentional grounding on Josh Allen yesterday. Then, I mean, in that Ravens-Chargers game, there were multiple times where the Ravens ball carriers clearly got a first down watching it in real time, but the refs marked them short. And John Harbaugh had a KOC moment where it's like he wouldn't challenge those obvious-ass calls that he would win, but he challenged like a trick play that the Chargers did where it was a dump-off pass to, I think it was Austin Eckler or something like that. and then Eckler ran it a couple of yards and threw it behind him for more yards to get a first down. And it was so clearly a backwards pass that it's a legal play, but John Harbaugh decided to challenge that. But the refs have been abysmal this year. I think it's just the pure incompetence is what's really surprising to me. How can you be this bad at your job, whether it's happening right in front of you or you review plays and still come back and say, nope, we're good? It's like either you got money on this, you got a parlay happening on FanDuel. Only reason why I was paying attention to that Ravens-Chargers game last night is because I had a heavy interest in Isaiah Likely. He was the fourth leg on my parlay as far as being an anytime touchdown scorer. Spoiler alert, he did not score a touchdown. I was heated. But the refs have just been god-awful, man. And that's just one of the things where we have to accept moving forward the rest of this season. And what I hate the most is that they can't be held accountable. You have players, you have coaches that go up to the podium and have to explain themselves as far as what they did and didn't do well. And the refs, they just get to be idiots, morons, downright stupid at their jobs, and they just get to skate on by. Just, I don't know, disappear into the parking lot and drive off. Never to be seen again until next Sunday when they screw up again. Yeah, the refs, this is, and it's not just the Vikings, it's all around the league. It's pitiful. You had a blatant pass interference that should have been called on the Eagles against Stephon Diggs last night. They didn't do that. And the ref that was right there on the sideline was looking this way. Bro, the ball's over here. But we here now. Oh, look at those jerseys. No, they don't have the Bud Grant patch. But those jerseys, yeah. Need to get me one. Of who? I don't know. What jersey should I get? I got a Harrison Smith jersey, the original one, or the original jerseys that they have right now. But the retro jersey, Jefferson? It would have to be somebody on offense. Maybe a Christian Darrisaw. That'd be dope. 77? Oh, 71. Excuse me. I think I'd have to do that. But 77 just I feel like that would look weird just walking down the street with a 71 jersey on. Yeah, we'll see. Plenty of time. But they showing Josh Dobbs running out the tunnel. Only 3 active cornerbacks today with a Caleb Evans out. Jen Jazz says 77? Dope. I don't know why I thought Darrisaw was 77. But either way, wearing a number in the 70s is just as a regular ass dude walking down the street, picking up a Walmart order. I would just look goofy as hell. Cody says, get a Dobbs jersey. 15 does look nice. But no, not yet. If I get a Dobbs jersey, it would be next season. If he's clearly the starter and this is the future of the franchise, which I do have doubts on. But for the most part, he's playing well. Matt says $360 for those jerseys. The authentic? Nah, that's too much money. I ain't spending $360 on a jersey. I'll do that if it's a championship jersey. Like I got one for the Washington Capitals. I forgot how much I spent for that. I got a Ovechkin jersey when they won the Stanley Cup with the Stanley Cup patch on the jersey. I'm sure it was more than 2 something, but $360 for a regular ass vintage jersey, authentic. It does look nice, but no, you gotta win the Lombardi for me to get that. And then they'll charge like $450, $500. You can't win. Kevin says, get Alexander Madison. Hell no. Hell no. Speaking of which, I think I saw something on Twitter where Wes Phillips was being quoted as saying, we want to try to get more touches to Ty Chandler. And I'm just sitting here saying to myself, you are the offensive coordinator, whether it's Wes Phillips or KOC or anybody in the coaching staff. You are a coach. You don't have to try. You make the calls. Do it. You have 2 rushing touchdowns by Vikings running backs this season. None of them by Alexander Madison, Cam Akers, and Ty Chandler. And we are now in week 12. We 2/3 of the way done with the season? Nah, Alexander Madison, he's going to be RB1. We know this. And at this point, I accept it. I'm not going to get worked up about it anymore. Doug says, if Chandler doesn't outtouch Madison tonight, we're making a mistake. I promise you that's going to be the case. It's just that this is the road that the coaching staff has chosen to go down. And nothing we say is going to change their minds. Nothing. Nothing that Madison does or does not do is going to change the coaching staff's mind. They are attached to that man's hip. Tended Parrot says, if he fumbles, I'm sure that will change. Well, he fumbled. His fumble last week at Mile High really changed everything. I would say that's the main reason, besides coaching, why they lost that game. That fumble that he had. And you know what? It's not going to change because Madison's still going to be the RB1 tonight. Guarantee you. The very first offensive snap, number 2, will be in the backfield. It's a shame. It really is. Jack says, give AP a 3-day. Bring him back. He's in the building tonight. I saw that. Why not? Bring somebody else. And look, we just about. I can't. This Monday Night Football theme song. I'm just not down with it, man. It's like a mashup of country, hip hop, and stuff. Like, choose one avenue, stick with it, and make it dope. They're doing too much, in my humble opinion. You can have Snoop, just Snoop, or I don't know who this. I should know who this dude is, the country star that leads the way. I should know who he is. What's his name? Man. But the point is, either Snoop or the country guy or anybody, just that one artist, let them rock out the whole 45 seconds to a minute, and you good. But either way, US Bank Stadium, that crowd, I love the fans, man. Not saying that just because I'm also a Vikings fan, but they show nothing but love every time I'm out there. Silverback Racing TV says Chris Stapleton. Oh, AP! Blowing the horn. All right, that was Chris Stapleton, the country star with Snoop Dogg. Too much going on. And the kickoff Bears going to get it first. Greg Joseph sends that joint to the end zone. Chicago, they decide to run out and return it. And he gets taken down at about the 22-yard line. Here comes the Bears, Justin Fields, who it'll be very interesting to see, do they decide to rock with Fields again next season? Like, do they go Marvin Harrison Jr. at 1, and then whatever their pick is going to be, because that would be the Carolina pick, but then with their pick, do they go an offensive lineman or something to help out Justin Fields? Or do they go Marvin Harrison Jr. and Drake May or Caleb Williams? Who knows? But they throw a screen pass out, goes nowhere. Second down for Chicago. And Brian Flores, only 3 active cornerbacks in this game. Adjust accordingly. I mean, there's going to be virtually no rotations. These guys are going to play the entire game. And they, on second down, rush up the middle. They get about a yard away from the first down marker. I also saw that Anthony Barr was activated for today from the practice squad to the roster. My guy, Anthony Barr. Is he out there right now? I don't see him. TBD. But third down, 3rd and 1. He's not out there. You got Ivan Pace in the middle, Metellus on the edge, and throws it, and it's going to be a first down to DJ Moore. These corners, the offense is going to have to really do this defense a legit service here. Talking about the Vikings offense for the Vikings defense, because the corners they're going to be out there the entire game. No switching out. No nothing. The nickel base defense is basically the base formation defense for the rest of the league, whether you run a 3-4 or a 4-3. You're running nickel the majority of the time. So the Vikings offense, they're going to have to, not turn the ball over. We talk about that all the time. Chew up clock and make the most out of each and every possession to give the defense a chance to catch their breaths. 2nd and 9. They're in shotgun. You got Blackman on the outside. They must be playing zone. And Daniil Hunter, oh, no, that was DJ Wonnum. Almost got there, turned around, got back. Nice hustle play by 98. So that's probably a yard or 2 yards gained. Justin Fields wasn't sure what he wanted to do with the ball, then decided to take off after rolling out right. And DJ Wonnum got the ankles. It's 3rd and 5 now. In shotgun. You got even receivers on both left and right. And Cole Kmet just muscles his way. I think he got the first down. Caught the ball, dragged 2 or 3 defenders. I think he did just enough. We'll see where this bum-ass officiating crew decides to mark it, and they do. They give him a first down. I can't stand any of these refs. They all just fire all of them and start over. But that's a first down. That was 2 defenders. Oh, that was 2 defenders, and they also had the running back pushing the tight end as well. It's going to be first down. They get it off with 2 on the play clock. Zips it over the middle. Cole Kmet again for 3 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 7 or 2nd and 6. And they're taking their time. Second and 6. You've got, I guess they're just going to, so far, exclusively this drive, they're operating in shotgun. Quick pass to DJ Moore out left. Gets about 3 yards, 3 or 4. So it's going to be 3rd and short again. 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3. They're going to say 3rd and 2 here. And let's see where, field position wise, let's see where they're at, because they've been low-key moving. All right, just past midfield. Close to the 45, 3rd and short. You got Blackman by himself on an island. But he escapes. 2 men. Are you kidding me? This man got brought down, almost got brought down twice. Escaped twice out left and did enough. Extends the drive. Let's see that again. That was Hunter, Daniil Hunter. He spun out. And then DJ won him, it looked like. Dodged him. Kairos Tonga tried to lay a hit, but he got the pass off in time. And I mean, they're in Vikings territory. Oh, there we go. Oh, how do you not close on that sack? It was right there. Yo, who was that? Bro, who was that? What are we doing? It was right there. And for the first time, they didn't operate in shotgun either. That was a pistol formation. That's crazy. Sack right there. And then Khalil Herbert just skips on by Josh Metellus. Play breaks down. Back-to-back plays. Pitch out left. Khalil Herbert for about 2 yards. Yeah, they're moving. They're close to the red zone at this point. But I mean, Justin Fields was a sitting duck in the pocket. Justin Fields making things happen right now. So far, 7 for 7, 38 yards. Amazing. Approaching the red zone. Yeah, play action. Except finally he gets taken down by Ivan Pace Jr. Hey, this man's nice. I want to see that again too. This man's a beast. Having to really step up too with the absence of Jordan Hicks. So he was on the edge for that one and just did a stutter step move. Not even a stutter step move, just a shoo-wop, doo-wop move to the left past the running back and got to Fields. It's going to be 3rd and 13. Woo! Metellus came in hot. They got it off. It was a tight end screen to Cole Kmet. Tackled immediately behind the line, and that's going to set up 4th down. Bend but don't break. Defensive drive right there. And they're going to send the field goal unit out. Patrick Jones just got right. Well, I mean, it's a screen, so it's intended for the D-line to get through, but he still got through, and the rest of the defense recognized that it was a screen. Because that's easy, just, we can get after the quarterback right now, and then there's no one else to defend the pass, and he missed it wide right. Hell yeah. Game started out 0-0. And that remains the case. Hell yeah. Great defensive stand. It wasn't pretty. Bend but don't break. But I don't care how you get it done, how pretty or not pretty it looks. You end a defensive drive with 0 points for the other team, you'll take that every single time. 0-0. Let's go. Hey, Monday night. T says Pace and Hunter everywhere. Absolutely. DJ Wanham too. Let's give him a shout out. Give him his flowers. He's been balling this year. That makes me think too, with like Kyle Hamilton is whatever. Like I get it. He's one of the best safeties in the league. But going back to that 2022 draft class, man. And Jordan Davis. Can you imagine if you had Jordan Davis on this defensive line creating lanes for Ivan Pace Jr. to run through? What? That'd be so dope. But 0-0. Mark says a steady dose of Chandler, I hope. The moment of truth is coming, Mark. The moment of truth. Alexander Madison or Ty Chandler? We know good and well it's going to be number 2. We know it. But we want something to hold on to. I get it. Have that Mighty Ducks belief. Quack, quack, Ty Chandler. I believe. They're going to roll Alexander Madison out on that field like it's no tomorrow. Oh. Rick says, Pasternak, get it done. If Isaiah Likely had scored for the Ravens last night, that was my 4th leg on the parlay. My 5th leg was Josh Dobbs anytime touchdown. I would have. I was like, oh, I'm finally about to hit a parlay for the first time. Nope. Reaver Ghoul, Randy, take my money. Always love your streams, man. Hey, Reaver Ghoul, I appreciate you. Thank you. I love you guys joining on this stream all season long. Hell, you don't have to do it, but you did. That means a lot to me. I appreciate that. Thank you. As the Vikings are out there, who's the RB1? Who's the tailback? Number 2. We're going to try to get Ty Chandler some touches. Josh Dobbs, play action, throws it deep. Oh, I thought he caught it. Addison, it was in double coverage. Ill-advised throw. But Addison had a chance, but that would have been sick if he caught that. Let's see that again. Double covered. Woo! Oh, in the hands. Yeah, he just got roughed up. There. Oh, and still had a chance, too. At the end, even hitting the ground. Man. It's all right. But at least starting the game off very aggressive with that play. Oh, Ty Chandler. Wait a minute. They hand him the ball. He gets a whole yard. Damn. Hey, Addison almost had that. Oh, right there. Had his hand held too at the end. What can you do? So it's going to be 3rd and long here. This is going to be 3rd and 9. Hopefully not a easy come, easy go situation. But right now, is that Ty Chandler again? Out-snapping Alexander Madison. Oh, no, that was CJ Ham. And Dobbs gets sacked. Yep. And that sucks. They had the right idea with that first play, but they just couldn't get anything going on 2nd or 3rd down. And that 3rd down play leads to a sack. Montez Sweat, who the Bears just traded for from Washington. 3 and out goes the Vikings. Ryan Wright boots it. Whoo! Catches it and immediately gets taken down around the 25. Good job. Good stuff. Nice play by the special teams, but not looking good so far. It's one drive. A whole lot of football left. Cody says he's a backup for a reason. Talking about Dobbs. I mean, I've been saying that for the entire time. He's a very good backup, but listen, I'm very open to being wrong. I don't want to be right all the time. I want to see the Vikings win a championship trophy, damn it. And if it's off the back of Josh Dobbs, a trophy is a trophy. But yeah, not sure what they were doing there. Not sure if any receivers got open. The pass protection broke down immediately on that third down play. Couldn't get anything going on the ground on second down. It's just not there. Not that drive anyway. Vikings fan 123 is Hall ready to go. He is the emergency quarterback, the third quarterback, which means that I believe Nick Mullins is the backup, which that's not good. I'll take Dobbs over Mullins. Jack says, yeah, to be honest, I didn't see the ball hit the ground. Are you talking about the deep pass to Addison? I mean, it did hit the ground. I think it did. Maybe I have to see it again. But hey, guys, it's still early. Nothing to panic about yet. Still a 0-0 game. And we back. Got to get out to Minnesota. And so the Bears, they're going to start this thing off with just over 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Fields 8 for 8, 37 yards. So it's not really pushing the ball downfield, but still perfect. And he play action, takes off right, and he gets about 12, maybe 13 yards. First down play results in a first down. You have to treat this just like Russell Wilson, just like Josh Dobbs in practice. A mobile quarterback. You got to stay ready. In fact, so far he's getting a respectable amount of carries, whether it's design runs or things breaking down to where he takes off. And on first down, I mean, a screen to the running back, and he takes off for what looks like 20 yards at least. So we're going to need another bend but don't break defensive performance this drive if you're going to do anything. Yeah. But once you get into the red zone, or worst case, you get into a goal possession, I mean, the field shrinks. You're not going to have all that room as Josh Metellus. Get him! Bring him down! Hell no! Come on, dog! No, that's intentional grounding. That is intentional grounding. That was a sack. Should have brought him down a hell of a lot earlier, but whatever. That's intentional grounding. Come on, fam. Man, you... Woo! That ball got nowhere near back to the line of scrimmage. Loss of down. Let's go. Are you okay? What? They're saying it's 2nd and 22. What is happening here? All right, either way, it's a loss of yards. I don't care. That ball did not get back up to the line of scrimmage, even though he was outside the pocket. Nick A says sack counted. All right. Calling that a sack? All right. Oh, did they blow the whistle before he threw it? Okay. That makes sense then. If they're going to say that his progress stopped. But 2nd and 27, throws it off to Cole Kmet. And now it's 3rd down. It's going to be 3rd and long. What do you do on 3rd and 21? If you're Brian Flores, we'll see. We're about to find out. Get the secondary, get them some rest. 3rd and 21, play clock down to 2. They get it off with 1 second left. Throws a screen out to the running back, 23. Breaks a couple of tackles, but he doesn't really do anything. So that's going to be 4th and 10. I'm assuming they have enough. Do they have enough room for a field goal attempt? Are they in field goal territory? Let's see. All right, man. 4th and 10, the offense is out on the field. You have to assume they're just trying to get you to jump off sides. They're not intending to snap the ball here. No, they do. Okay. Straight up. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Cole Kmet, they dump it off to him. He gets a 1st down and more. That's going to take us into the 2nd quarter. That's wild. How is nobody there? Nobody. You knew how far they had to get. That was a prevent defense. Look where the 1st down marker was. There wasn't a defender anywhere near that just to simply guard that for at least 3 yards beyond the 1st down marker, beyond the line to gain. That's a prevent defense. What is this? The final play of the 1st half, and you're trying to stop a Hail Mary? What was that? 1st down, Chicago. That was bad. That was, and the confidence that they had on that 4th down play to say, nope, we're going to run it 4th and 10. We don't care. That's crazy. You know where they got to go. At least have one defender right there at the line and say, all right, if you're going to get this, you got to get past me. Cole Kmet got about 3 yards past the line to gain before anyone touched him. Man. Era says B-Flow got to know when not to blitz. Yeah, that was there was no reason to really do that. Justin Fields has not been pushing the ball down the field at all. You can have just a 3 or 4 man rush on 4th and 10 and be fine with your personnel versus theirs. I mean, that looked like you were playing up against Patrick Mahomes or somebody. We got to get pressure on them real quick just in case For what? 4th and 10? Drive continues, man. It's going to be one of those games. Which at this point is like every game. That's whew. Man, you look at the plays so far. I mean, just one drive for Minnesota, 3 plays minus 7 yards. Goodness gracious. That's wild. Got to do a turnaround with this second possession that you get. I mean, Chicago's winning the time of possession battle like crazy right now. They pitch out left, running back gets about 7 or 8. I'd say 7 as we start this second quarter. I mean, that's 2 drives for Chicago and 2 drives where they chew up clock and they move. Now, the first one, kicker missed it wide right. But now, 2nd and 4, I mean, they're close to having a goal possession. Chicago, he rolls out right after a play action, throws it out of bounds. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 4. And what do you do here? You got to have just, man, put Ivan Pace Jr. as a spy, man. Fields is a threat to take off every single snap. That's how you have to treat it. Oh, Anthony Barr out there. My guy. Snaps it, throws it quick out to the running back. That's to Johnson. He gets nowhere. What do you do now? I'm guessing they're going to take the points, but I mean, they are 3 and 8. They have nothing to lose here. You went for it on 4th and 10 earlier, but it looks like they're going to send the field goal unit out. And I mean, you Vikings simply had more numbers there too. They had 1 blocker, Equanimous St. Brown, versus like 3 Vikings defenders, and that's not going to do much. Kick is up. It's good. Oh, I should update the scoreboard. Forgot that's a thing. With nobody wanting to score so far in this game, that changes. 3-0 Chicago. Excuse me. It's all right. Nothing to panic about. You still are very much in it. A lot of game left. But you got to do something on this drive here if you're Minnesota. Your thoughts? Forever mediocre says defense going to be tired by the 3rd quarter. Let's see what the time of possession battle is looking like so far. Obviously, keep in mind, albeit the Bears have 2 possessions to the Vikings 1, but still, we can average this bad boy out. So far, boom, boom, boom. So, oh my God. All right. So I'm not going to say the whole time of possession that the Bears have so far. I'm just going to divvy it up to try and be fair to the Vikings only having 1 possession before we come back from the commercial break. The Bears have, on average, about 7 minutes and 23 seconds per drive. The Vikings, who went 3 and out, 1 minute and 39. So, as Forever Mediocre points out that the defense is going to be tired, I mean, yeah, if it keeps going like this. But I would expect this drive here for the offense to get its act together to at least give the defense a breather. But still, that first drive, you start the game, everybody's fresh. They still march down the field. You're lucky it's not 6-0. But a lot of football left. I mean, that's that 4th and 10. That's the play that's just write that down for later. Man. Kickoff is happening now. It's up. And they're just going to go ahead and take the touchback. Yeah, you gotta have a massive turnaround from what you showed in that first possession offensively if you're Minnesota. First down, 1st and 10, play action. Dobbs goes out left. All right, you can take off. Go ahead. All right. He gets about 4, maybe 5 yards. Slides. 2nd down. Laura Lee says, is Hall still hurt? No, he's the emergency quarterback today. He's technically inactive, but if Dobbs gets hurt, and then if Mullins gets hurt after that, then they'll activate Hall. Madison on 2nd down gets a 1st down. Nice rush there. Hey, at least got a 1st down. Not going to be a 3 and out. Dobbs is under center here this time. Snaps it. Hands it to Madison. Gets tackled in the backfield. That's going to be about a 3 or 4 yard loss on that rush attempt by number 2. Listen, I'm done with the Madison thing, man. I don't have the energy to keep doing this. I don't. And sure, the run blocking could be better, I would say, by the O-line, even for the blockers that get out in space. But I'm just what else is there to say that hasn't been said about this guy? 2nd and 12, throws it deep, intended for Addison, and that's going to be picked off. That's a terrible decision. That's an awful decision by Josh Dobbs. I mean, that I need to see it again. I don't know. I can't tell if that was just a duck of a pass or if it was just well covered. But either way, there's a flag. So we'll see what that's about. So they're saying it's something against Chicago. So it looks like unsportsmanlike conduct. So is that after the play? I'm guessing that this is the play still stands and this is after the fact. Maybe some taunting, jawing happening, whatever. That's also a really good play by Johnson, number 33, too. The way that he was able to twist his hips and backpedal, but that's a bad decision. You're going to throw that pass in that area, it's got to be some zip on that ball. Oh, okay. All right. Dude took his helmet off, whatever. That's a bad throw. That's a bad throw, a bad decision. And I mean, folks, that's Josh Dobbs. I'm not even mad at him. That's just who he is. What I am a little bit annoyed about is that even if you wanted to make some sort of switch, like assuming this continues, if you wanted to make some sort of switch, you can't do it for Hall. That's tough. You can't do it for Hall because he's the emergency quarterback. But this is Josh Dobbs, bro. I still like him, and but I can't sit here and say, well, how could you do it? He's been doing this his whole career. As on first down, he was looking left, Justin Fields, he goes out right and then throws it out of bounds. This is what he's been doing his whole career. Like we can't, and there's a flag out. They got an ineligible man downfield, which I think is I talked about that last week against Denver. I hate that penalty. An illegal man downfield. I mean, you'll take it if you're the Vikings, but that's just, we can say, oh, well, he's never had these weapons like he does in Minnesota, even without Justin Jefferson. This is the first time, and look at all in this defense and all. But still, you can't be on 9 teams in 7 years, and it's just, oh, it's circumstances every single time. That's not how it works. As there's a false start on Chicago's Darnell Wright, their rookie draft pick. That was a bad throw. But with the Bears being 2nd and 15, I mean, we did see the Vikings give up a 4th and 10 conversion for a first down the last drive. But 2nd and 15, I mean, you're pushing them back as they throw a dump off to Khalil Herbert. It's going to set up 3rd and 14. That was a nice play. Murphy jumped it, got the tackle right as Khalil was turning around. You're going to set up 3rd and long. But the thing is, you got to get a stop now. The way it's been looking, don't have too much confidence, but there's the pass rush doesn't exist, and Justin Fields throws a deep ball. That's to Darnell Mooney, and it's Josh Metellus made a good play. Bears sideline, they're looking for a flag. You're not going to get one. That's just a good football play. And in that situation for Darnell Mooney, just an uncatchable pass, really, unless you're the 6'4" Randy Moss, and he's not that. And Metellus didn't even really do anything. He and Mooney just collided at the same time. Blame the quarterback. Blame Justin Fields. That's a bad throw. But you got to stop. Josh Metellus, nice play there. 4th and 14. You got to stop. How does Dobbs respond? I mean, the way his career has gone, every turnover he gets, he follows up with a touchdown. He's a 1-for-1 guy. That's who he is. So if history is going to repeat itself, then I would project a 7-3 game at the end of this next possession for the Vikings. There's a flag. What for? Is it running into the kicker or roughing the kicker? Was that Patrick Jones the second too? Yeah. Is it roughing the kicker though? No, look, I guess they called it running into the kicker, which is a lesser penalty. All right. 1st and 10 Vikings. Come on, man. You can't wear those jerseys and just look like bums. You got to be on fire. Cody says, good acting job by the punter, deserves an Oscar. He did force it right there. He really did, actually. That's the NBA would be proud of that. That type of flop. Man. Kareem Abdul Jakandi Bar says, those uniforms are bad luck. Yeah, because they started the season off with that against Tampa and lost. But that was, I mean, they turned the ball over. I don't remember how many times. Was that the game where Kirk Cousins, there was a fumble off the snap because Ed Ingram punched it in between the exchange of Garrett Bradbury and Kirk Cousins? No, it's not bad luck. It's just the Vikings were doing a good job of taking care of the football during their 5-game winning streak against Denver. That changed. And right now you have a turnover already in the first half, which luckily resulted in 0 points. Aaron says, where's TJ? That's a very good question. I don't think he has a catch at all yet. I mean, I don't know if you can even blame him because you went 3 and out your first drive. Your last drive, you ended it with a turnover. Got to stay on the field. Boxcar Entertainment says Dobbs is making me nervous. He may just suck. He doesn't suck. He's if you know who he is, if you understand and accept who he is, and don't try to force it and say, oh, maybe. Like, it's one thing to do that for a rookie player, a rookie quarterback, and say, maybe give him, whether it's Bryce Young, who's looked terrible. He doesn't have a good offensive line in Carolina. Maybe if you build that up, he can be better. As on first down, they hand it off to Ty Chandler. Gets looks like 6 yards there. It's going to be 2nd and 4. But as long as you accept who Dobbs is, I mean, it's fine. Like, that's why I'm not even that fired up about the interception. That's just what he does. He's a backup quarterback, a very good backup quarterback. He threw that. That was a terrible throw. He threw that. That was intended for Jordan Addison. There was a flag on the play. We'll see what that's about. Roughing the passer. All right. Gervon Dexter. He's, if I'm not mistaken, he's the rookie out of Florida? I swear I talked about him. I was like, hey, Gervon Dexter, this guy could be, hold up. Now let me just double check. I'm pretty sure he's a former Gator. Florida. Yep. I remember. Here we go. 1st and 10. After that roughing the passer penalty. Quick out to KJ Osborne. Tackled at the line of scrimmage. No gain. I mean, what are we doing here? I mean, you're playing like the Chicago Bears. Like, you have Jordan Addison, you have Brandon Powell, you have TJ Hawkinson, throws it out to Jordan Addison. Looked like he may have did a 5 and out there. but he got a couple of yards, makes it third and manageable. Not great, but not necessarily horrible either. A lot of game left. 3rd and 5. Ty Chandler is the running back on this drive. Oh boy. All right, you got time. And he throws a floater. A flag comes out in the secondary, so I'm guessing it's on guessing it's on Chicago, unless there's a OPI. Maybe a defensive holding, DPI, something. But that pass was whew. Yeah, they're going to call it defensive holding on Chicago. So that's going to get you another first down. So, just like Chicago, defensively, you were able to get a stop because of those penalties that Chicago had. Chicago is racking up more penalties here. Roughing the passer, defensive holding. Oh, yeah, that's on KJ Osborne. Past 5 yards. So now Dobbs is under center. Play action. Throws it to CJ Ham for about 4 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 6. And Dobbs looks like he's a little bit, I don't want to say nervous, but just like he looks like he just doesn't want to make a mistake, a bit stiff. Just be who you are, man. He can make plays. 2nd and 6, near midfield. They do a direct handoff to Brandon Powell. Out left. Gets about 2 yards there, so they're going to set up 3rd and 3, or they're going to say 3rd and 4 here. It's a bit of, I would say, scared play calling. Everything's relying on based off of these calls outside of a couple of deep passes, one resulting in an interception, the other a bad throw out of bounds. These passes are all just relying on yards after the catch, except for that pass that went off of Jordan Addison's hands. That's on Addison, and that results in a turnover. I think that's Jaquan Brisker that came down with it. They're going to blame Dobbs is going to get the brunt of that. Statistically speaking, that's another interception as Jaquan Brisker does the skull chant to mock the Vikings. That's another interception for Josh Dobbs. But that was right off of Addison's hands. There's no excuse for that. Like, dude, nobody. If it's not Dobbs, it's Addison. If it's not Addison, it's Madison. Like, does anybody want to play football tonight? This is embarrassing. Where even you look at a 3-8 Chicago Bears team, you have the bye week coming. This is your chance to right the ship from last week. You snatched defeat out of the jaws of victory against the Denver Broncos, but you have a chance to at least right the ship a bit before going into the bye week. What the hell was that, man? Right in your hands, Addison. And this man's been balling this year. 7 touchdowns as a rookie. That's awesome. But you're a wide receiver. You are a professional wide receiver. Your job is to catch the football right in the hands. Perfect pass. That's Vikings football. We here. We here. We say limit the turnovers. Why do we? I mean, the things we've been talking about ad nauseum. Alexander Madison, you need to give those reps to Ty Chandler and stop turning the football over. I would say Madison, this game, I think they've been doing an even split. But the turnovers, you already have 2 so far. Doesn't matter who's at fault. As a team, you have 2 turnovers in the first half. On pace for 4. Like, how are we 12 games in? And this is the problem? Still? Look, they're showing that again. Addison, I mean, my God, dude. Right in the, I mean, bro. Did the ROC and everything with his hands. Pop goes the weasel. Interception. First down. Quick out to DJ Moore. Gets yards after the catch. Gets about 11 yards. First down. That's ridiculous. That's a shame for Dobbs too. Don't get me wrong, that first interception, that was all his fault. That one wasn't, but he's going to get credited with that turnover. First down, draw play, goes nowhere. Actually, he may have gotten tackled behind the line. He may have gotten popped there. He's slow to get up, but he gets up nonetheless. Got hit there by Sheldon Day. Oh, yeah, that's the guy who earlier, I think it was in the first quarter, he had a sack dead to rights. Justin Fields right there, and he just missed. But that was a good play right there. 2nd and 11. Not play action. They actually hand the ball off. They only get a yard. So that's going to set up 3rd and long. I mean, the fact that it's only a 3-0 game still is wild to me. Like, it feels like a 10-0 game, which hopefully you don't give up a touchdown right here. But 3rd and long. Let's see who's out there on the field. I see Pace. You got your 3 safeties. Hitman at the line, but he drops back. You're bringing the blitz. It gets out there and intended for DJ Moore, but no dice. So the defense, I mean, you look at 2 interceptions, both resulting in 0 points to Chicago. It's a good job by the defense. Damage control. I mean, that is damage control personified. That drive in the last. Here we go. So Brandon Powell returns the punt, and he's off to the left. He gets past the 30 before being shoved out of bounds. Nice return. Yeah, this game is getting crazy. Frisbee Champ says, can we please give Chandler a real chance? Let's take a look to see at the splits here. At the running back splits. Attempts. I mean, technically it's dead even. 2 attempts each for Chandler and Madison. Neither one is doing great. Ty Chandler has 2 for 7. Madison, 2 for 8. Now, if you want to say, Frisbee Champ, give him a real chance, as in just Xing out Madison altogether. Ty Chandler is the ultimate RB1. Give him all the carries. I'm right there with you. But I'm just so tired of really going in depth and talking about it, just because the coaching staff has really just echoed just being hesitant. We're going to try to give Chandler more carries. Like, you're the coaching staff. Give him more carries. You don't have to try. Just do it. You make the calls. Or in the case of KOC, saying all the great things that Madison has done. He does everything perfectly well for us. Well, has he scored a touchdown yet? Running the football? No. Ronald says, exactly, I thought Kirk was going to help the playing quarterback stop helping. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Mike, hey, get TJ involved. Absolutely, man. I don't think he has a catch yet in this game. I know there was an attempt to get him the ball, a duck pass, but that sailed over his head. But I don't think he has. No. In fact, not only does TJ Hawkinson not have a reception in this game so far, with just over 5 minutes left in the first half, the Vikings have completed just 3 passes. 3 passes. Even more egregious, Justin Fields has 19 pass attempts. Josh Dobbs has 6. And a lot of that is you throw turnovers. That's you're giving the ball away. More passing opportunities to Justin Fields. But that pass goes to Madison out in the flat for no gain. They're playing really scared right now. But, Mike, you're right. Get TJ involved. Throw it to Hawk. They're throwing. They're playing really scared. And I talked about that last week. Second and 10. I mean, you got to push the ball at some point. Gets it to Addison, who breaks the tackle, gets the first down and more. So that might be the biggest play of the game. Shoot. Now you just got to keep this going. Get it in. Well, I mean, you tried to get it to your playmaker's hands with Addison. That resulted in an interception, but you can't give up. Keep it moving. What are we looking at? What are we reviewing here? Oh, his knee was down. Okay. Wow. All right. That changes a lot. Wow. Okay. Well, they're reviewing that. His knee is clearly down with contact. So they're going to bring that back. They're going to bring that back. It's 3rd and 6 now. That sucks, man. It's the right call. Can't be mad. Under 4 minutes left. Empty set. Brings Ham back. So now you got Ham in shotgun with you. Ball snaps. Looks right. Throws it right. And oh my God. Oh, who gives a damn anymore? Just throw bombs. Screw it all. Or, you know what? Just throw screen passes the rest of the game. Who cares? Not I, said the cat. Nearly intercepted. Oh my God! Now we punt the ball again. In this 3-0 slaughter fest. My God. But this is who he is. This is who he is. This is Josh Dobbs. He's going to make mistakes, but he's really not doing anything right to counter those mistakes. That's what he's good at. He can, as much as he screws up, he makes good plays, but he's not making good plays to balance out the universe. It's all bad. Oh, God. Okay. The way it's been going, will the Vikings get the ball back again before halftime? We'll see. But this is nasty. This is disgusting. Josh Dobbs, man. When he's on, he's exciting. Which you can say that about any professional athlete. Yeah, obviously when they're on, look out. But it's not about when they're on. It's who are they? Almost all the time, who are they? You're competitive. It's a 3-0 game. You're still in it. But it's been it has not been nice to look at. And you're shooting yourselves in the foot. That is the Josh Dobbs experience. Can't even be mad. No, I can be mad at that. That last pass, that was disgusting. That was awful. Like now he's just in his own head. He was locked in on that pass. And 33 Johnson of Chicago saw that the whole way. Luckily, that wasn't picked off and returned for a touchdown. Jalen Johnson was right there. Oh. They say they play corner. They play defensive back because they can't catch. Lucky he couldn't catch that one there. First down for Chicago. Throws a quick out to DJ Moore, and it's off to the races for a bit, but he gets 20 plus yards on that one and gets out of bounds. And Chicago, they're not, it's their defense that's making plays. Their offense isn't really doing anything. They have DJ Moore, they have Darnell Mooney, Cole Kmet. That's okay, fine. But as far as the true threat, it's DJ Moore, kind of Cole Kmet, and that's it. Right there, DJ Wonnum almost had an interception. Ball hit right in the belly. But that's all right. You're not expecting that. But if he was able to catch that, Justin Fields wouldn't have stopped him from going the other way. You got 2nd and 10, and they throw another out to DJ Moore. Bro, they're not doing anything. This is what's really annoying. Like, you're struggling against a team that's not trying. Like, they're not being serious right now. Chicago Bears, everything they're doing, it's like, all right, bro, let's get some yards after the catch. That's it. Third and 10. And Fields in shotgun. I mean, pass rush is just not there. Patrick Jones is coming around. Justin Fields nearly tripped over air, and he takes off, gets about 3 or 4 yards, gets out of bounds. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So I'm assuming they're going to punt. And let's see where the ball is at. Because depending, like if it's midfield, they may decide to go for it. Ball is on Chicago's 40. Now they're going to punt it. But Chicago, they're not being serious. They're begging you to beat them right now. Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their asses. We let them off the hook. Except no one's crowning the Chicago Bears right now. Team Moncrief defense is playing so great. They are. They really are. Mark says Bears don't want it. They're not a serious team. And if there is any defense for Justin Fields, it's that having a defensive head coach and Matt Eberflus does nothing for a young quarterback on a rookie contract. But they're not trying to win. You can't let this team beat you as they're skating around with a 3-0 lead in your own building. Mark is saying 13-3 Bears if they keep Dobbs in. You don't believe? Come on, you got to believe. Aaron says our defense has adjusted great since the first quarter. That's true. I feel like the possessions for Chicago has been a lot shorter compared to those first two, where they got almost 15 minutes time of possession off of those first two drives. Now it's been 3 and out, 4 and out. If they get a first down off a first down play, it hasn't been nearly as draining as those first two drives. You're right. Nicolo, such a huge game. NFC North, right before a bye week. The dub is crucial. Yes, sir. I mean, they really let one get away at Denver. But you got to get this win here to go 7-5. So that's going to be a touchback. Like, bro, you got to do something here. Please. First and 10. You had one drive that resulted in more than 10 yards. Ended in an interception. Other than that, -7, 10, and 4. Punt, interception, punt. First and 10. Pitch outright. Ty Chandler. Pitch plays. Y'all know how I feel about that. Gets a whole ass yard. Insanity is doing the same things on repeat, expecting different results. See what they do here on second down. I mean, this is the 2-minute drill. Like, push the ball downfield, bro. Dobbs, KOC. Dobbs do it. KOC call for it. As Dobbs throws it deep. Addison, he got in. Or not Addison, that was Brandon Powell. My God, somebody make a play around here. And it's going to be Brandon Powell. Deep pass to the left, caught it, landed on his butt. That's going to count. Fade. Simple fade. Boom. Ball nearly at midfield. And that's going to be caught by KJ Osborne. 43 seconds left. 1st and 10. Vikings going to use their first timeout. It's about to say you're going to have to do that real soon here. Like, bro, you got to get some points now. Whether it's a field goal or 7, I don't care. You got to do something here. You do get the ball to start the second half. But what I love about the 2-minute drill is it gives you the opportunity to just erase your mind. Just have next play amnesia. Because everything's so fast. It's hurry, no huddle. It's all right, these are the plays. And then throws it deep right. That was just a great play. Oh, okay. They're going to... I got to see it again. I thought it was a great play, but that was intended for TJ Hawkinson. Dorian Dobbs playing like he's out of orbit. Houston, we have a problem. The Pastronaut is out of orbit. I mean, he had protection there. Oh, yeah, he hooked his arm. Yeah. Oh, God, and touched his face mask, too. Because the camera angle, they showed it from the rear. And I was saying, oh, that's a good play. But no. Yeah, 2 penalties in 1. DPI and hands to the face. Can't do that. 1st and 10. Play action. I mean, protection's there. He gets out. Probably a holding. Sack holding. He throws it up. See, you can't do stuff like, we'll see what this flag is about. But I feel like I've seen Dobbs do this before, where he's panicking. He knows he's about to go down. Let me just throw it up and see what happens. Now, depending on this flag, you may get away with this one. But you had protection. I mean, did you not get separation from your playmakers? I don't know what happened there. Dylan Richardson, as the refs take a whole ass meeting to figure out what's going on. Get to your comment. Holding on the offense. Intentional grounding. So that's yep. That's self-inflicted. The second interception, cool. That's not on Dobbs. The first interception, that intentional grounding, yes. Both terrible decisions. You can't do that, bro. You can't do that. You're falling down. Oh, let me just throw it. I mean, you're lucky that's all it resulted in was an intentional grounding with that duck-ass pass, which luckily didn't get picked off and returned for a touchdown. 2nd and 24. As Dylan says, Powell as a 3 when JJ is back instead of KJ? Absolutely. I mean, I've been on that train for a while. Snap the ball. Protection was there. He panics. Breaks a couple of tackles. Gets outside. Doesn't turn anything into that. This is a full-on panic game. This is just we're trying our best to survive this one tonight as best as we can against a 3-8 team. I mean, I'm not sure what's happening here. Maybe the protection could have been better right there, but he had it initially. And 7 for 13, 53 yards, 2 picks, 3rd and 24. Oh my gosh, man. They snap the ball, dump off to Madison. And so he gets past the 20. They're going to set up the field goal here. They're going to run it down to about 3 or 2 seconds left. send out Greg Joseph to try and tie this masterpiece up at 3-0. At 3-3. Excuse me. Wow. Cody said, real talk though, what the F happened to our O-line? It really hasn't been a total disaster. Like, we've all been there. We've all seen the lows of what the offensive line can look like. I think, quite honestly, I think a lot of it is Dobbs holding on to the football for too long. Now, that last play that resulted in, well, him throwing it out of bounds, you could say maybe the protection broke down, but I think for the most part, it's Dobbs, and his decision-making has been very poor. 34-yard attempt. Kick is up. Kick is good. All right. Hey, we made it, folks. 3-all. There is a pulse, after all. I mean, it's been nasty, but it's there. 3-3. I guess you'll take that. You do get the ball to start the second half. But, I mean, what first half thoughts defensively, after those first two possessions, they've been doing their job. I mean, they've been doing their job the entire game. You only gave up 3 points in the first half. But the possessions by Chicago has been a lot shorter compared to those first two that they had to start the game. They're bailing this offense out. It's bad play calling. It's bad execution, poor execution by the quarterback. Jordan Addison having butterfingers. TJ Hawkinson can't get separation. You're not running the football effectively. There's nothing really going right for the Vikings except the fact that you're tied. Like you're scratching and clawing and fighting for your lives against the Chicago Bears at US Bank Stadium. Defense, hey, thumbs up. Offense, no. Not great. Not great at all. Who's that dude? Truly incredible what Brian Flores has done. He's going to get a head coaching job somewhere. They just fired Frank Reich today. I mean, maybe Robert. They're not going to fire Robert Saleh, I don't think. I think they're going to let him see out Aaron Rodgers next year before making a decision. They'll probably fire Brandon Staley. They'll probably fire Ron Rivera in Washington, Bill Belichick in New England. There's going to be some jobs out there. Antonio Pierce, he's just an interim head coach with Vegas. There's going to be opportunities for Brian Flores, which, man, that's tough. I mean, he's doing a hell of a job tonight. He's done a hell of a job this season. I mean, when you think about it, they're 6-5 right now. They can possibly still go 7-5, depending on what happens the rest of tonight's game. You've had technically 3 starting quarterbacks, but Jaron Hall was only in there for 2 possessions. Was it 2 possessions? 1 possession or 2 possessions? I can't remember. But he was only in there for 5 minutes. Legit, you've had just 2 quarterbacks playing. And all the chaos that could happen with that, the defense has been keeping the Vikings in every single game. Brian Flores, man, this dude's a beast. An absolute beast. If this defense was anything like it was last year, instead of 6-5, you are easily 4-7. Duke the God says Dobbs creates more sacks than the O-line gives up. That's where I'm at, Duke. That's where I'm at tonight. The offensive line, it's had its moments where it's maybe protection broke down a little bit sooner than it should, but I feel like it's mostly Dobbs. He's holding onto the football too long. He's indecisive. The decisions that he is making, it's been poor. I mean, this is Josh Dobbs. I said the longer you have to rely on him, the more problems you're going to have. And you're what? Atlanta, New Orleans, Denver tonight. Am I missing a game? That's at least 4 games. Now, we're not even done with the 4th game. Let me see this. There might be a 5th game that I just completely forgot about. But the longer that you have to rely on him, that's it. Nope, this is the 4th game before the bye. Come on, man. And you still got to change. The Bears, they're not trying to do anything, man. They're running this putt-putt ass offense where they're just throwing at the line of scrimmage, screens, quick outs. If they're going to win, it's off yards after the catch, which we've seen the defense tighten up. The difference in this game might be like the Carolina game where you got that hard count. You get the defense to jump off sides and you get a touchdown pass off of that. And that's what made all the difference in the world. It's just going to take one play. If you go up, even if you go up 10-3, that might be all that's needed to win this game because Chicago's not doing anything. The Vikings defense is not allowing Justin Fields and that offense to do anything. So if you're KOC, you're Josh Dobbs. Can you put one drive together where you look competent? Just one. And then get into the bye week and figure your stuff out. Because I said before with Dobbs, he has earned the right to be the starting quarterback until he screws it up. To where even if he has a bad game against Denver, you give him another shot against Chicago. And if he looks bad again, then all right, we need to look at maybe Jaron Hall or give Dobbs another opportunity. One more, but on a short leash. And it looks like we're heading in that direction. It looks that way right now. Adrian Ortiz, Vikes had -7 in the first quarter. Unacceptable, man. -7. They had like a minute. They possessed the ball like a minute and 36 when they went 3 and out to Chicago's nearly 15 minutes in that first quarter. Incredible. But this is we may need to have a conversation, man. Abel says fire Dobbs. No, don't fire him. I like him. And in fact, I'd like to see him return as a backup quarterback. I'd like to see him wearing a Vikings jersey still in 2024. But he's a backup quarterback. I cannot stress that enough. He is who he is. But who he is relative to the rest of the backup quarterbacks in the league, he's pretty damn good. as a backup quarterback. But we not you can't go the rest of the season, which I always said I'm just gonna wait and see this out before saying that, all right, he's the savior of this franchise. Because I get it, we get that flash and everything looks great, and the way that you win games, and he didn't know the playbook, and he just an underdog story, and we love that. Case Keenum, 2017, we love that. But there's a shelf life, almost always. And for this game, if I'm not mistaken, Nick Mullins is the backup quarterback. Jaron Hall is technically inactive. He can only be activated as the emergency third quarterback. And that's off injuries only. Just, I don't know. John says, get Dobbs out the pocket. He's not a pocket passer. Tonight, he hasn't been any passer. In the pocket, out the pocket, it doesn't matter. His decision-making has been terrible tonight. Irwin perfectly said, Cinderella story. We love those. Sports fans, we love that. Guy comes from nowhere, was doubted, and proves everyone wrong, and I'm gonna show you, and look at how much he overcame, and like that rarely happens, man. For the long term, you'll have a Linsanity run. You'll have a Case Keenum in 2017. You'll have these moments, flashes, but the players, if it's not a rookie, especially they've been in the league for enough years, they are who they are. Right now, with Josh Dobbs, the Vikings are struggling against a very bad Chicago football team. 2 interceptions, one of them's not his fault. Intentional grounding, which 100% was his fault. He's done that before, where he goes, oh bleep, I don't know what to do. I'm just going to toss it, get it out of here so I don't get sacked. But I can't remember if there was a flag to negate that or what, but I know he did it before. Maybe it was the Saints game, but he did it tonight. Konitso, hey Randy, been here since you covered the T-Wolves, peep #1 in the West. Yeah, I'm so jealous of y'all as a Mavericks fan. Right now, Dallas is falling apart. You guys are, hey, the Wolves are having a strong start to their season. Those 2 towers that they got, Rudy Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns, they're making it work. Thankful for your stream, and let's hope the good guys turn it around. Absolutely. Those were fun times when I covered the Wolves, man. I was like, let me try this out for a little bit. And the Wolves, they're looking good. Anthony Edwards, balling. That's a true surprise, man. That's a real surprise, the Minnesota Timberwolves this year. To be #1 in the West at any point in time for them is amazing. And if this holds up for the Wolves this season, like even if they get worst case the 3 seed, if they're top 3 at the end of the year, Chris Finch should win Coach of the Year. Absolutely. But Kanitso, I appreciate you. That means you've been hanging around for a while then, because last time I covered the Wolves, that was God. Was that 2019? Like 4 years ago? Appreciate you. We're back on. Vikings. Dobbs is under center. Got to do something here. They hand the ball off to Madison. You have really good run blocking. And Madison, hey, he did his thing right there. Run blocking was on point. That was at least 15. It may have been 20 yards. That was a great job. Bradbury initially to the left. You had your interior to the right. Open season over the middle. Nice play. First down. Play action. Pressure's coming. And he just gets... Yo, Jaquan Brisker is a problem, dog. I don't even know. Wow. I just saw Christian Darrisaw on his butt. That's a problem. Let's see what happened. Although Brisker came from the right side, so that wouldn't even matter. So, yeah, Darrisaw fell. That pressure, my gosh. Montez Sweat and Jaquan Brisker. Pressure on the right side of that offensive line. 2nd and 18. Throws it off. Hawkinson, I believe that's his first catch. That's good for about 5 or 6. Either way, it's going to be 3rd and long. Yikes. I mean, if you see a blitz coming pre-snap, are you not adjusting for it? I don't know. But this is just a funky ass game. 3rd and 11, and the pressure just gets right up the middle too. Throws it off to Hawkinson for about 4 or 5 yards. Either way, he's well short of the first down. And that's going to bring out the punting unit. I mean, do you run a fake punt here to try like you did last week, try and get something going? On 4th and 7. I mean, let's see that again. You had 3 right up the middle. You had 1 drop back, but still you had it looks like a 5-man rush or a 5-man blitz. And that's just what they're doing. So KOC, how do you adjust for that? They're blitzing a lot in this game. And they're going for it. 3 seconds left. 2, they're not. Oh, they are? Okay. They're going to snap it. Hawkinson, he did stretches. All right. They're going to mark him short. You should challenge this if you are KOC because TJ Hawkinson as he was going out of bounds, stretched his arms out with the ball. It hit the line to gain. It hit the line to gain, dog. Now, if his foot was out, I don't believe his foot was out. It wasn't. That's a first down. You have to challenge that. You have to challenge that. I think he stretched the ball out and it hit the line to gain. That's my call. Now, Red Dragon says, why is he checking down? And it's Kirk Cousins 4th and 8 all over again, isn't it? I have no idea. Nate says, I would not challenge that. I would. It's all about where's the ball. Now, if they blew the whistle, like while he was getting dragged out of bounds, then the play is dead. All right, cool. But he got that ball to the first down marker. Erwin says, Randy, you should wear the Cowboys hat for the Raiders live stream. Well, you know what? Back in my day, nah, I ain't doing that. If Sean Mannion gets on the field, I'll wear it. I promise. But I think you got to challenge that. I think you have to if you're KOC. They showed the replay too. His foot was not out of bounds. He wasn't out. The ball wasn't out. He stretched it to the first down marker. Don't see what the problem is. Then again, why are you in this situation to begin with? Why are you fighting tooth and nail to beat this team? Now, was the ball out? No, it wasn't. In fact, his hand damn near hit the marker. Dog, that's a first down. I think that's a first down. Well, they're not going to challenge it. 1st and 10, Chicago. So that's going to be a turnover on downs and pressure. That is that not a holding? All right. So Justin Fields somehow escapes all that and scrambles out right, throws it out of bounds. It's going to be 2nd and 10. They're getting to him, but they can't close out. They can't finish those plays. Brian says almost a sack. That's been happening nonstop tonight. A bunch of almost sacks. DJ Wonnum right there. Troy Dye right there. Daniil Hunter right there chasing him. A lot of almost sacks. Can't quite close out. 2nd and 10. It's a run play to the right. He gets about 7 yards. So it's going to set up 3rd and short. Mark says KOC won't pull Dobbs. Listen, bro, if he won't pull Alexander Madison, what makes you think he's going to pull Josh Dobbs? This man ain't going to pull. He ain't going to bench nobody. I said it last week. I think he's scared. I think he's scared to make those moves, to make those decisions. He would rather just keep the steady ship, be on everyone's good side at the expense of the team suffering. That's just what I gather. As Chicago gets a first down on that rush attempt. New set of downs. I mean, 3-3 game in the 3rd quarter of prime time. First and 10, under 10 on the play clock. Pistol, play action. DJ Wonnum closing. Ball batted down. That's going to set up 2nd and 10. Damn. Nice play. DJ Wonnum. Strong season for him. It's great. I just randomly thought about Marcus Davenport too. I'm like, why is DJ Wonnum playing so much again? Oh yeah, because Davenport's hurt, unfortunately. But he stepped in. 3rd down. Bless those cheerleaders' hearts, man. They are doing their best to draw energy right there. Come on, Vikings! God bless them. They're trying. This has been a dud of a game, but they're trying. 3rd and 5. Justin Fields on a draw. That's a first down. Approaching the red zone. Chewing clock. Is this how you're really going to look going into the bye week, bro? Which I can't even. And Ivan Pace just got leveled there. I mean, you're going up against an offensive lineman off the snap, the center too. Like, you're not going to. I don't even blame them. I don't even blame this defense. Even if they give up a touchdown right here, they've been shutting this team out the whole game. It's the damn offense, bro. And it can't nothing happen on this drive that will make me say, oh, this defense, what the hell? Brian Flores and Blood, they've been doing their job all season. Just for the offense to go back out there and completely bleep the bed. Like, you're really struggling against this team? The Chicago Bears. All right. 2nd and 8. Gets it out left to DJ Moore, who, again, I think he has out of, man, hold on, let me look at these stats real quick. I think out of all the catches he has tonight, which let's see exactly how many he has. He has 6 catches. 5 of those catches has been at the line of scrimmage. I swear, bro. Like this Bears offense, they're not, and there's another one. Now that time he got nowhere. He may have made it back to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. So that's going to set up 4th and short. They're probably going to take the points here. But I'm just saying, like, and it's not a shot at the defense. It's a shot at KOC. They're not trying to win. They're not being serious. All right, they are trying to win, but this is apparently how good this is as good as they feel that they can be. Matt Eberflus in Chicago. This is not a serious team. And field goal unit is out. Kick is up. It's good. And you're down 6-3 to this bum-ass team. Halfway through the 3rd quarter. Come on, man. 6-3 Chicago. We here to close out week 12. Heading into the bye. My God. This is rough. Update the score. This is so depressing. They're not being serious. They're being so unserious. Excuse me. Your thoughts? Rex1 says, who would have thought that this would be a defensive battle? LMAO. Not I, said the cat. I thought that, like, all right, the Vikings, they'll win 24-14. They'll win by 2 scores, double digits, 10 points. The way it's looking right now, they'll be lucky to win the game. They'll be lucky. Fish, Jaron Hall needs to start after the bye week. I'm right there with you. I agree. Because I'm barring that Dobbs throws for 400 yards with a quarter and a half left to go in this game, barring some sort of crazy turnaround, bro, he's completed 11 of 17 pass attempts for 81 yards. 81. That's crazy. Halfway done with the 3rd quarter, 81 passing yards. Jaron Hall. King nothing. Echoing that same thing. But it's that's going to be on the coaching staff. So far, I mean, I talked about this last week. At Donatel last year, they let him rock the whole way through the season. Even though that defense was a disaster. KJ Osborne is the wide receiver 2 over Jordan Addison. Alexander Mattison right now. Right now, Dobbs is the starting quarterback. Does KOC have the cojones to say during the bye week, all right, we're going to go with Jaron Hall? It would shock me, but we'll see. Still got the rest of this game to go. But that's the tough calls that I'm talking about. It's not just being a coach, it's being a leader. As on first down, Alexander Mattison rushes for about 7 yards. That's going to set up 2nd and 3. As they show Ryan Poles right now. Is anyone really winning between Ryan Poles and Kwesi Adafo-Mensah? I mean, Kwesi, his tenure as GM, as they run the ball on 2nd down, Madison gets a 1st down and more. Kwesi has more wins under his belt. But Ryan Poles, I mean, stacking up draft picks. If they nail those picks in next year's draft, they're going to be looking pretty good. I don't know. 1st and 10. You got a 12 formation here. And they're just going to run the ball again with Madison. He made it back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it. 2nd down. Second and 9. They're going to credit him with the yard. Okay. Second and 9. And you got Ty Chandler out there now. I mean, neither running back has. Actually, Madison has been kind of decent. That was a terrible throw by Dobbs. I mean, my God, dude. So that was an inside screen to the running back. I have to see that again. Because the defenders were there, but it feels. Let's see. Yeah. Green was right there in front of him. Either lofted up or, I mean, typically you have an emergency option on screenplays. 0 for 5 on 3rd downs, bro. This doesn't seem real. 3rd and 9. They get the ball off with a second left on the play clock, and they get Jordan Addison, or now they're saying incomplete. Addison's been terrible tonight. Good Lord. And there's a flag out. See what that's about. Holding on the defense. All right, so you got bailed out there. Jalen Johnson, you get bailed out. You get a 1st down. Defensive holding. That was bad. I'm like, oh, okay, Addison, he's got it, and then couldn't complete the process of the catch. Oh, so it's on the opposite side of the field with KJ Osborne. Yeah, can't do that. Play action, dump off Madison Tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Yo, this offense sucks, bro. This offense is ass. Straight butt ass, bro. On a hot summer day after mowing the lawn. Ass. Don't bring Justin Jefferson back to this. Not to this. This is awful. But Addison, oh my God, Addison was right there down the middle too, but he's dropping passes. 2nd and 11. Addison holds on to the ball for about a 4-yard gain. That's going to set up now 3rd and about 7. It's a damn shame, bro. Against this team. I'm starting to think, like, or is it just that they play up or down to their opponents? Like, they played down to the end against Kansas City, right? And yeah, that was with Kirk Cousins. But like, even like Denver didn't do anything. I saw some commentators were just, oh, Russell Wilson is back. Russell Wilson didn't do anything last Sunday night. And now you're up against the Chicago Bears, 3-8. So they throw it out to Ty Chandler. It's going to be 4th and 3. They're going to go for it. Haven't been able to get a 3rd down on your own without a penalty yet. But here we go. 4th and 3. And that pass is picked off. Intended for KJ Osborne. Yo, this offense sucks. This offense sucks. Oh my God. Nah, fam. We really about to see after this bye week. We really about to see what KOC is about. I mean, KJ Osborne was covered right there. Maybe you could have had a better throw to lead him better in his direction. Perhaps he threw it behind him. Either way, it's a bad throw. It's a bad decision. But we're going to see, hey, at some point, you got to make a tough decision, KOC. All the sprinkles and Little Debbie snack cakes of a culture that you want to run is not possible without hurting some feelings along the way. You didn't want to do it with Donatello until the end of the year. You didn't want to do it with KJ Osborne. You don't want to do it with Alexander Mattison right now. Are you going to do it with Josh Dobbs during the bye week? Are you going to do it? Or are you just going to be scared for hashtag culture at the expense of losing games? He ain't it, bro. He's not it. And that's okay, because Josh Dobbs can be of value as a QB2. But you got to step up, KOC. If you're not going to do it with play calling, then damn it, you need to do it with the personnel that's in your locker room at some point. This offense is ass. The team is being led by its defensive coordinator. Bro, against this team in your own building. Okay. Another turnover. That's what? 3 turnovers, 3 interceptions, 1 turnover on downs. 2 of the interceptions are on Josh Dobbs, 1 on Jordan Addison. As Justin Fields runs for a first down. Like, Justin Jefferson's not making a difference with what we're seeing right now. No, this is a deeper issue. First and 10, pitch out. I think that's for Sean Johnson. He gets about 7-8 yards. This is so embarrassing, bro. 6-3. Heading into the fourth quarter. 2nd and 4. Shotgun formation. Hand the ball off to Rashawn Johnson for a yard. So that's going to set up 3rd and short. Like, yeah, Laura Lee saying it's play calling and quarterback play. JJ wouldn't even get a target. Or if he does, it's going to be a terrible throw. The best wide receiver in the game is not going to help this team worth a damn. And as Laura Lee points out, play calling, 1. Quarterback play, 2. As on 3rd and short, they get it off to DJ Moore for a first down. That's crazy, bro. So they're gonna run this into the fourth quarter. It looks like 20 seconds left. No play clock showing, so it's all game clock. So they're gonna try a hard count, is my guess. Or hell, maybe they're looking at it from SNG's like, all right, let's try something. I think they're going to try a hard count. No, they snapped the ball. They want to get one more play off. They do to Cole Kmet. Josh Metellus, he makes an open field tackle. Nice play for about 4 or 5 yards. Davis says, I truly do not want to hear KOC's BS speech after this. I don't either. Actually, I don't even listen to it. It's nothing against KOC. I think all coaches and players, their press conferences is all BS. They can't really say anything they really want to say anyway. But I definitely don't want to hear anything about we just got to dig deep in the culture and remember we're some dreamers and all that BS. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to see any of those quotes, but I'm sure I will. Like, this only gets you but so far. You're not going to win games off of this. We got to look at the tape. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's amazing. Watermelon, this game might just be the worst primetime game I've ever seen in my life. Maybe. That's tough for me to think about. It's up there. Regular season, we're talking, of course. Because 38-7, I don't think anything's beating that. But Eric, don't do that. Don't do that, Eric. Don't do that. Oh, we can't. All right. That first off, that's a funny nickname, the astronaut. Don't do that. Nah, we can't do that, bro. We can't call him the astronaut because of all these expectations of how he looked in his first two games against Atlanta, against the Saints. We can't do that and call him ass. You know who he is now. He's a QB2. And that's all. 2nd and 6. Rashawn Johnson gets tackled behind the line of scrimmage, but that's funny. The astronaut. Oh, I can't, man. Y'all make this so entertaining, even in a just butt ass game that we watched together. Some of the comments y'all be saying is crazy. The ass astronaut. 3rd and 8. Intended for DJ Moore, Byron Murphy Jr. I mean, that wasn't going to get there anyway, but nice pass breakup there. And 4th and 8. It's something you need one drive, but I mean, does anyone on offense have the confidence to do anything? As the field goal unit is out, this is a 55-yard attempt. Kick is up, right down the middle. No doubt about it. So that's going to be, score is now 9-3 Chicago. Just a game of kicks. Field goals. Oh yeah. Nine 9-3 game. That's amazing. And I mean, that's the thing. Offensively, if you're not going to do anything, if you're just going to hang around just barely for the entirety of the game, the more opportunities you give to Chicago, even if it's by field goals, to expand that lead. You can still take the lead right now if you put a touchdown drive together, but it doesn't seem like, so far it doesn't appear that the Vikings want to score. They want to not lose, but they don't want to score. I know that doesn't make sense, but that's what KOC's been doing. Justin says, whatever the outcome tonight, I'm going to bed mad. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Just, this team is depending on what they have at quarterback. Well, we know what we have with Josh Dobbs, but we don't know what we have with Jaren Hall. I would like to see him play, but this coach doesn't seem like he has the courage to make that type of change for the betterment of the team. But all things being said, right now, this is a 500 team, a team that's floating around 500, just barely above. They'll probably make the playoffs as one of the 3 wild card teams. Even if you do go with Josh Dobbs the rest of the year. But this is I would like to know who is going to step up. Like who, it can't be Brian Flores. He can't go to KOC and be like, yo, your offense is trash. Can you do something about it? Because then you're overstepping your boundaries. if you're Brian Flores. Like, KOC is the man in charge, but who is going to step up and do something about this? Because the head coach, I don't believe he is. He hasn't shown that he's willing to do what's needed to do to help this team win. The GM, the Wolf brothers, Jim Stapleton. Anybody. 1st and 10. Ball snaps. Quick pass. Jordan Addison holds on to it this time. And they're doing hurry up offense here. There's a bear down. Not sure who that is, number 32. But they got medical personnel out there, or training staff. Somebody's out there to help them. Group of people. As there's a stoppage in gameplay. 14 minutes left in the game. Greg O'Brien, this is a primetime Vikings game, nothing else. Well, that's a simple way to put it. Don't disagree with that. Kate Brewer says, I say we don't tell Dobbs any of the plays until game day. Then he will use his legs instead of thinking he is only a pocket passer. Treat it like Atlanta. Hey, we got a whole new stack of plays that we're going to work on literally during the game against the Raiders. For 2nd and 4, Dobbs is under center. Hands the ball off to Ty Chandler. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Just stagnant. No purpose to these plays. Besides just simply hoping that it works out. There's no rhyme or reason to really anything that the Vikings have done offensively tonight. 3rd and 5. You know they're going to blitz. That's what they've been doing. All right, so they don't. 4-man rush. Looks like that's to Addison. He gets to the line of scrimmage. That's going to be line to gain. That's going to be a 1st down. And they go, hurry up here. 1st and 10. Drops back, and that's going to be intercepted again. Are you kidding me? So, yeah, the Josh Dobbs experience is over. Like, we're done. You have 4 interceptions. Because that just sounds almost unbelievable. And again, what did I talk about earlier? Dobbs, when he feels like he's about to get sacked, sometimes taking a sack is the best play. But he's done this enough multiple times where, I'm going down, there's CJ Ham. Okay, let me just toss him the ball. And it's just, it's not there, bro. You're going to get an intentional grounding or an interception. Like, he panics. He panics when that happens. Sometimes contact will be made on you. Don't force it. And it looks like Chicago fumbled it, but they may have recovered it. Let me look at this stat, make sure I'm not drunk, bro. I've counted 4 interceptions. Let me see. 4 picks. Officially. That's on Dobbs. Like we bro, if you come after the bye week and say, yeah, we're gonna roll with Josh Dobbs, I'm gonna be like, all right, KOC. You know that's what he's gonna do too. Like, not everything is a Disney picture where a hero comes in and everything works out. You have to play football. You got to put your best players out there. Jaren Hall is the emergency quarterback tonight. That tells me that he's healthy to play. But I did say Dobbs deserves to play tonight as the starting quarterback. At the same time, you should have Jaren Hall as the backup quarterback for times like this. Because you're not doing anything offensively with this guy against this team. Like, who do you think you're playing? The Steelers? But all right, bro. Hell, put in Nick Mullins. Put in Nick Mullins. Pitch it out to Rashawn Johnson. T says he's inactive. He's inactive, but he's also the emergency quarterback as listed by the Vikings. He is inactive, but if your first 2 quarterbacks get hurt, Jaren Hall can all of a sudden come out onto the football field. Second and 10. And pressure gets to him and he fumbles. Sheldon Day may have recovered that. I think he did. Pratik Ray says Dobbs on the sideline looks like good confidence is shattered at this point. Can we play Hall? Not unless your first 2 QBs get hurt, which I'm not wishing injuries on anybody. But after this, yeah, that's good. Wow, they were inching towards the red zone too. That's a big time stop. Big stop right there. Was that was Daniil Hunter too with the force. Sheldon Day with the recovery. But to answer your question, Pratik Ray, I think after this bye week, you have to come in and say, it's Jaren Hall. But they got to stop, and that would have been bad. Because, I mean, they were looking at least a field goal to go up by 2 scores. A10 Day is awesome. He had a missed sack earlier, I want to say in the first quarter, but he actually has been pretty decent tonight. Maybe I'm being not giving him enough credit. He's been pretty good. Better than decent. He's been good. I'll give him that. Mikey says, I wonder if those throwback jerseys are bad luck. No, this offense just sucks. Like, they can put on their regular ass jerseys right now. Switch it out. Matt Jelly Monster. All right, man. Y'all are sick. Matt says Mannion is greater than Dobbs. Y'all need to stop, man. If you really want to be mad, just put Sean Mannion out there. You think the grass is greener on the other side with that one? Just wait. Yeah, that was a big stop. I mean, they were about to go up by 2 scores. Chilling. This defense is doing everything it needs to do. And Dobbs hands it off. Madison gets tackled behind the line. It's not even on Madison. Just the run blocking wasn't even there. But again, if you're KOC, he's thrown 4 interceptions. The run game has been hit or miss. You need to just be aggressive here. It's been embarrassing. Play action, rolls out right, has nothing but space. So he decides to take off Josh Dobbs. He might get a flag on TJ Edwards. Oh, I guess not. I'm just saying, based on how the rules are called, he was sliding down. But either way, that's a nice gain. It's about 5 yards. Yeah, KJ. Yeah, KJ open. $16 for 25, 99 yards, and 4 picks. Gets it off with 3 seconds on the play clock. Brandon Powell, I mean, catch and run. Nice play. I mean, is this the drive? Which I said it literally only takes 1 possession to beat this team. Just 1. The way this defense is playing, Minnesota, you need 1 good offensive possession. And Brandon Powell, new set of downs. 1st and 10. Pass protection's there, moves up in the pocket, throws a deep pass to a wide open Jordan Addison. Now, was he out of bounds? All right, they're going to say he was out of bounds. They're going to say he was out. Number 6 is down for Chicago. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. His feet was out. I mean, I hate to just pile on the guy more. But if you're Josh Dobbs, and let's see, he moves up in the pocket. Jordan Addison already has his man beat. Do you really have to throw it like close to the edge of the sideline like that? He has his man beat. You can just lead him in stride. But that's I mean, that Kirk Cousins, he makes that pass, obviously. Does Jaron Hall do it? Does Sean Mannion do it? No, we all know he doesn't. But that's a pass that you have to make. It's ridiculous that he was that wide open and the pass was just so off that it resulted in an incomplete pass. Lead him straight forward. Why are you fading him out to the left? That's ridiculous. Eric says Sean Mannion throws it into the audience. Yeah, probably. Tang Yang, if Jaron Hall doesn't start next week, bring out the pitchforks for KOC. I sure am. I'm not going to say he should be fired, but I'm definitely because with this Madison thing, I've been whatever. I'm just like, I don't even have the energy. Whatever, go for it. You want to come up with excuses and give your press conferences about all the things he does great. Fine. If you start Dobbs after this train wreck, oh, I'm going all the way off. That was a terrible throw. I mean, this has been the 4 interceptions is just one part. But how many times have we said that that was just an awful throw by Dobbs? 2nd and 10, Addison over the middle. That's going to be a first down. I think he finally got over 100 yards passing. He may not have caught that. Depending on, well, maybe. I don't know. That's hard to tell. The ball did hit the ground, but his hand, there's a challenge flag too by Eberflus. The ball did hit the ground, but his hand was underneath of the ball. So I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't care. And again, if we see this again, I mean, Addison, he was open. It didn't have to be that low of a throw in the first place. Like, Dobbs, bro. Damn, man. Like, it doesn't have to be this way. You can't be off target like this. Castle says, I call it a catch. I think it can go either way. I can't argue if the refs come back and say that's incomplete. I mean, the ball does hit the ground, but his hand is underneath. So but I feel like the hand underneath maintains some control over it. I don't know. I don't know. Chris says not enough to overturn. That might be the best bet right there. And because I don't know, I don't see enough to definitively say yay or nay. I mean, Chris, you might be right. I mean, you need clear evidence to overturn the original call. I don't see clear evidence. So I'll say it's a catch. With no conviction, by the way. That what? Aaron, if anything, Dobbs is actually, no, Keenum wasn't this bad in 2017. Nah. But yeah, Jaron Hall, I think the Josh Dobbs experiment is done, win or lose. Because even if you win, which would be nice, you move to 7-5, get yourself in a better spot. I mean, but look at if you do win, all it's going to take to beat the 3-8 Chicago Bears off of. Oh, they're showing it at a new angle now. I don't know. All right, they're going to say it's a catch. Okay, 1st and 10. They hand the ball off to Madison. He gets about 5. Second down. I mean, you got to think this is the drive that you got to do something. You got the Packers breathing down your necks right now, too. Praying that you lose this game. But you got to think this is the drive that you got to get a touchdown. Play action, pressure. Okay. Hey, play to TJ Hawkinson. All right. First down. Now Jaquan Brisker is down. Man, how many players have we seen for Chicago just on the ground, can't get up? That was a nice play. Moved up in the pocket. Nice throw. Nice catch. Nice gain. Nice play. Got the separation finally. And Jaquan Brisker is down. Let's see if there's any. Nope. Still a stoppage in play. Hawk really had no catches in the first half. You hear it now. 6 minutes, just over 6 minutes left in the game. Brisker, he's able to walk off on his own power. Good to see. Play is going to resume. If you're going to win the game, you got to do it here. Touchdown, nothing less. We don't need this coming down to the last possession to beat this team. You're in the red zone here. 1st and 10. Trips left. Goes through his reads. And Hawkinson. Hey. Oh my gosh. That's a touchdown right there. That's all it takes. I think that's really all it takes to beat this team. Provided that Greg Joseph doesn't screw up the extra point. That's all it takes, man. The way this defense has been playing, yep, nice read, bam. Throws it up there for Hawk to go get. Basketball player going for a rebound, nice hands. Let's make sure the kick is up, and it's good. Yep. So that's going to be a 10-9 game now for Minnesota. 10-9. This is just, it's gross. But you'll take it. Nothing's easy. 10-9. That's crazy. A late surge in the 4th quarter, 2/3 of the way done. Now all the pressure is on Chicago. Yeah, they just played zone. Bam. I would have hit my parlay tonight too if Isaiah Likely just scored last night. Sorry. 10-9. That's why does this team have to be this way, man? But you'll take it. Pressure's on. Chicago anyway, not on the Vikings. Because see, now they can't get into their comfortable yards after the catch, screens, passes to the line of scrimmage. They can't do that anymore. Now they're forcing Chicago's hands, which you have to be cognizant about if you're the Vikings defense. They're going to be desperate here. So expect a couple of vertical shots. And, well, They do just need a field goal. Let's be real here. But still, they get about an 8-yard gain there. It's going to be 2nd and 2. They're in shotgun. And that is, I think, Khalil Herbert they handed the ball off to. They're going to get a first down, 1st and 10. They may just want to play for the field goal, drain clock, and make it to where there's no time left for the Vikings or virtually no time left in your final possession. They dump it off to DJ Moore. Forward progress, I would say that's a 4-yard gain. Clock is winding. Cam Bynum made that stop. So it's going to be 2nd and 6. Quick put. Oh, woo! Mekhi Blackman. I think that was a quick pass to the right to Darnell Mooney, and Blackman was all over it. That play had no shot. 3rd and 10. Wow. No chance. Nice play by number 5. 3rd and 10. Oh, it looks like they're going to send a blitz here. Nope. 4-man rush. They dropped 2. And, Justin Fields fumbled it. He fumbled it. He took off and he fumbled it. Recovered by Minnesota. This game, this team. Oh, my God, man. I can't. This defense, man. So apparently there was a flag, I think, on Chicago. It's declined. Doesn't matter. It's going to be Vikings ball. So they look like they were going to rush 6. And they dropped 2 back. Justin Fields, he has the middle open. And Josh Metellus just lays a force of a hit. Justin Fields, careless with the ball. That's what I'm saying, man. His defense has been electric. They've been outstanding. So now it's up to the offense to put this away. You got to put it away. But I would imagine, just like they did here on 1st down, they're probably going to be conservative. That's just who this team is in these moments. Chicago, they're not calling a timeout yet. See what Minnesota does on 2nd down. Brian Flores, this defense is incredible. Every game, the Vikings are in it because of the defense. 2nd and 10. They hand the ball off. Madison gets a 1.5 yards there. So that's going to set up 3rd and long. I'm guessing Chicago is going to call a timeout. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Going to use one of them. The game comes down to this. I mean, I'd prefer if you try to put them away. Try to put them away. Keep the drive going. Third and 9. What do you do? 2:41 left in the game. Chicago has one timeout remaining. Still got the 2-minute warning. So you're not out of the woods yet. You're not. Up by 1. And you're throwing a screen to Brandon Powell. I'm about 2 seconds away from saying just make Brian Flores the head coach, bro. That was such a cowardly play calling drive. Teams that are championship contenders or that are trying to believe they're championship contenders, up by 1 with 2:41 left. They're going to drive this ball. A chance to put the game away. Chicago, they don't have enough timeouts to stop you if you get a first down. You can ice this game off time alone. Excuse me. And instead, you call a screen, bro. Okay. Brian Flores, we need the magic again. Save us, B-Flow. Because that's the only way we can win. That's pathetic, dude. Time and time again, in these moments, with a lead. And it's just, let's not screw up here. That's man. I'm so close to being like, yo, all right, let's rock with Brian Flores, dog. I mean, he's doing all the work anyway. And now you're putting the game on the line. By the way, Chicago only needs a field goal. You're putting the game in the hands of Brian Flores to save you. Okay. I mean, a game where you've committed 4 turnovers, 1 turnover on downs, and you're up. You have a chance to win. No, that's all right. We'll put it in the hands of our defense. So, first down, and he gets it to DJ Moore over the middle. They're going to try to get another play off before the 2-minute warning. They have no timeouts remaining. They have just the 2-minute warning. And, man, they had it. Are they really going to let it go to – all right. Are y'all tanking then? Chicago really let it go down to the 2-minute warning. Oh, maybe they are tanking. It's like, nah, fam. We got to get Marvin Harrison Jr. But you're putting it in the hands of Brian Flores. I'm the head coach, but you know what? DC, we need you to do your thing. Get us this win. Because I don't have the guts to do it myself as a head coach. That's pathetic. But you got a chance to win. Whoo, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Ryan Flores for head coach next year. I'm close. I'm so close. Randy says they'll get in field goal position. Bet. Maybe. I mean, that's the risk you take when you play scared. And the crazy thing is, like in the back of my mind, I knew that was what would have transpired. I knew that was going to happen. In a lead, and you have a chance to really ice this game, which is what contenders do. And you just say, nah, fam, we're going to run the ball a couple of times, and then on 3rd and long, we'll do an inside screen. Yep, that's what we'll do. They'll never see it coming. That's what KOC does. So play calling's bad. Challenge selection's bad. Doesn't have the courage to bench players. Puts the game in the hands of the defensive coordinator. I just want to, I mean, listen, Kevin O'Connell, I've been trying to defend you. I really have, but I'm just trying to figure out what do you do here, man? As 1st and 10, Justin Fields gets out left, gets a couple of yards before going out of bounds. That's going to set up 2nd down. Mm. 2nd and 5. Where's the ball at? Ball is at, they're approaching midfield. They're close to the 45, at the 43. They hand the ball off. Oh, no. Play action, or not play action, read option. Justin Fields keeps it, gets another 1st down. No huddle offense. And a minute and a half left. Bro, it's getting dangerous. They get another 20 yards. They're in range. Justin Fields. Oh, DJ won him. Almost there. Now he threw it. Yeah, I guess he was outside the pocket. He threw it out of bounds. He had really good protection right there. That must be good coverage. Oh, they showed Quantimus St. Brown, number 19. He was wide open on the right side. But Fields was on the left getting chased out there. So his field of vision was focused on the center and the left. But outright, St. Brown, 2nd and 10. Minute 15 left. They get the ball off. Good protection. And Danielle Hunter got to him. Threw the ball out of bounds. 3rd and 10. Third and 10. Now, you could say maybe that's intentional grounding, but I mean, I guess you could say technically Cole Kmet was in the area. Big 2 downs coming up here. 3rd and 10. Ball snaps. Good protection. Throws it deep to a wide open DJ Moore. Wide open, bro. Bro, he's about to get... He is just shy of the Vikings' 10-yard line. That's... And you know what? You know what, man? Hey, Brian Flores. Hey, you know what? Yo, I'm sorry. Brian Flores, I am sorry. I apologize that you have to get put through this BS. You have to get put through this crap because your head coach, your boss, your manager doesn't have the guts to win this game. I'm sorry. This is not fair. Now, you need Matt Daniels to save you. If you're KOC, you need Matt Daniels and his special teams unit out there. As there's a flag. 12 men on the field. Oh, yeah, 12 men on the field. Yeah. Yeah, you got it. Why not have a clown on a unicycle blowing a horn out there while you're at it? Nah, hey, we need to have a serious conversation about this guy, man. Whew. And they're just gonna they're taking a knee here. They're not taking any chances. They're gonna let this thing run. Minnesota's gonna call a timeout. For what? In case you get the ball back? What the hell are you gonna do? Don't be aggressive now. You had your chances, bro. Now you need to hope that they miss this field goal. That's where you're at. Not coaching, not scheme, not adjustments. Bro, hope against a 3-8 team. As they use their final timeout. That's crazy. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Chicago missed that field goal wide right to start the game, opening possession. And they're going to bring the field goal unit out. So this is a moment of truth, which actually, this means nothing. Even if this dude does miss it, it means nothing to me. This is downright pathetic. But here we are. Here we are. So they're going to let this drain down to about 10 seconds left on the game clock before they attempt it. Here we go. Kick is up. Kick is good. Okay. 12-10. Bears. With 10 seconds left. I've been trying to save this dude. I've been trying to come up with excuses for KOC and trying to be fair and trying to give this man the benefit of the doubt. But oh my God, this is effing pathetic. This is soft. Not playing bocce ball, you're playing football. Don't give me that puppy dog face either that he loves to do. Oh man, oh shucks, Jiminy Jillikers. Oh, how could this happen to us? Look in the mirror, bro. Look in the mirror. We'll see if Kane Wangu returns this for a touchdown. He does not. He gets to the 35. You got 5 seconds left. Bro, just throw a screen. That's all you've been doing all night. Don't reach and dig into the bag. Throw a screen. We'll see what happens. Man, I'm sure it will work this time. This will, I'm sure, be the final play of the game. Ball snaps. They're not even rushing. They're just letting you. He just throws a dump off to KJ Osborne. They're playing hot potato with it. And that's an illegal forward pass. Game is over. This offense is ass. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. This is sad to watch. This is supposedly a professional football team. They're going to lose this game to the Chicago Bears 12-10. I'm going to work on the post-game vid. We'll see you then. Thank you, everybody, for joining the live stream. Got a lot to say. We'll see you then.